Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and today we are going to make the matching pendant to go with this bracelet and this pair of earrings that we made using the Jessie Jane's Magical Mystery Bead Box for June 2023. So I love this set. I thought it turned out super cute and I wanted to make a necklace to go with it. So first of all, our encouraging word for today is just keep your head up. Sometimes you just got to keep your head up and walk on. Alright, so here we have the earrings, and here we have the bracelet. And I will link the videos for both of these, the tutorials, in the description box below this video. But I really like this set. So we're going to make a pendant today. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need what you have left of the star chain from the box. You're going to need a piece of the leather, and I've got about a 2-inch piece here. I'm actually going to fold it in half and do it like this. That's just how I want to do it. You're going to need the toggle clasp from the box. You're going to need, I think, some of the paperclip chain from the box. I'm not sure, but I think we're going to need that. I have a small piece of the star chain, and I measured this out and cut it to the length of this little, when I fold this in half. Okay, it's going to be this way, just like we did the earrings, basically. So here's the earrings. It just hangs in front, and so that's what we're going to do. And the way that I cut this is, if you can see on these links, it is a sideways link and a flat link. You need to cut it so that your flat link is intact at the top, just like that piece, okay? You're going to need one of the turquoise beads and 2 of the chips from the box, 1 eye pin, and 3 jump rings. And I think that's everything. So first of all, oh, and I do have a leather punch here. If you had a beading awl, you can use that. Any sharp object to punch through your leather. But I have this little leather punch that I got somewhere. I think maybe Hobby Lobby, I'm not even sure. But what I'm going to do is I'm folding my leather piece in half here, and I'm just going to take my leather punch and coming down just a tad. You don't want it to, you want to have enough room so that it will, your jump ring can go through and it won't mess with the integrity of your piece here, but you definitely don't want it too far down. So I'm coming down just a little and punching through my leather. Okay, now these are 8mm jump rings that I have, and I'm just gonna, now that I've got it punched evenly through, I can see where the outline is. I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure that the pieces are punched out. There we go, and there's what we've got. Fix this a little bit because I can tell I'm close to the bottom. Okay, so now we're going to take our jump ring, and I think this jump ring is going to work for this. I'm hoping. It may be, I may have to go with a little bit bigger one, but we'll see. And we're going to hang our little piece of star chain on it, and then we're going to put both pieces like this, both holes through the jump ring. Just like that, and close it up. Okay, so here's what we've got, just like that. Now I'm going to create my little dangle here. So I'm going to take my chip, my turquoise bead, and my other chip. That other chip's kind of wonky, but that's okay, I think. Maybe I should put it on the bottom. It's drilled kind of weird. I think I like that a little better. Okay, these are the only 2 chips I have left, so I've got to go with them. Okay, bending that 90 degrees, cutting this off, and I'm just rolling back a loop. Okay, so what we've done is we've made a connection. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to hang it right on here. And close it up really well. You want to make sure all of your connections are closed up really well, because you don't want anything falling apart. I had a necklace on Sunday morning that had all kinds of dangles on it, and I was fixing my iced coffee as we were getting ready to leave for church, and one of my dangles fell off. Thankfully, it had so many that it didn't really matter, but yeah, you don't want that happening. Okay, so just laying that down. So here we have it. Okay, and now we're going to take a look here. So I want to use this star chain. Let me see what I have here and how this is going to work, because I need to hang this from it, and I can't decide if I want to, let me see here, even it up and find the middle. I can't decide. I think what I want to do is cut this in the middle and attach it onto this piece, either side of it onto this piece. And I think the reason that I want to do that is so I think it'll hang straighter if I do that. It'll hang like a Y, a little bit more of a Y shape, which is what I want. So let me even this up. Okay, I'm going to come down to the middle link here, and so put these two together. So I really need to cut these two right here. So what I'm going to do is I want to keep the integrity of one loop. Okay, so I was able to cut that one off and keep my flat loop, and I'm going to do, let's see, this one is the other type of loop. So I'm going to cut, let me see if I go on this end, if I have a flat loop here. I kind of want the same, yeah, I've got both flat loops here, so I'm going to switch that around and just use the flat loop on both of those. Now what I have to figure out here is if I need to hook it on with jump rings, and I'm pretty sure I do. So let me grab a couple of very small jump rings. So I have two, these are like little 4mm jump rings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one, open it up, and making sure that my star is facing, the enameled side is facing forward, and this is facing forward, I'm going to put it right on there. Okay, you've got to make sure that it's hanging right. All right, now let me see if that's going to, okay, it's wanting to flip around on me. Why is it wanting to flip around on me? Okay, let me hang the other one, and then we'll work on getting that corrected if it is going to flip around on me. Maybe I need to go on that side with it. And then this one, same thing. Where's my little, lose my little jump ring? Oh, there it is. Lose my jump ring. Okay. So this way. And just trying to get it hanging right. So let me, yeah, I may have to add another jump ring. That might be the problem. I always have to lay this stuff out and look at it. I mean, I can't just like look at it and then be like, oh, that's going to hang correctly. I have to actually do it and then switch it up if I have to. It's a visual thing with me. It has to be visual. If it's not, then I can't tell what's what. So let me just hook this one on. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Dropped my jump ring. Let me grab another one. All right. Let me just hook this one on and we'll see. And I know all of you that can do this in your head are like, you're driving me crazy, but I just can't. I have to actually see it. I've always been that way with everything. Math, I'm very visual, hands-on. You can't just show me how to do the problem on the board. I have to do it more than once. And I've always been that way, so let me just hook this guy on here and I will see what's got to happen. So hanging it this way, this is definitely turned wrong. No matter which way I do it, it's going to be turned wrong. Let's put this one on. So if I wanted this to be facing the front, I would have to go right here. Yeah. And it's not, still not facing the front. There we go, that might be it. Okay. So let me get this on here and closed, and then I'll be able to tell if it's going to work or not. And so I'm kind of designing as I go today, obviously. Or I would have already figured this out, but I'm designing as I go. All right, so let's look here. There it is. And I think actually that one is okay. It's this one that I've got backwards. So let me switch it. I'm sorry if this frustrates some of you. This is just the way, I mean, I have to see it. I'm very visual. So if I leave this like this, and I flip my little enamel chain, it should be right. So let's flip him over, put him back on, and that should be good. That closed up really good. Okay, there we go. That is what we needed. So now I want to hold this up on myself and decide how long I want it to be. I don't want it to be super long, but I know I'm going to have to use the paper clip chain because there's only so much of this chain left. So what I'm going to do is take my paper clip chain right here. I am going to have to trim this to where I have an intact ring that I can use, or an intact loop. So I'm going to have to trim this star off. And if you do this without like totally tearing the little stars up, you can use them for things later. Like I glued 2 of them or 3 of them on the bracelet right here. So you see, you can use them again if you're just careful how you cut this loop. Just like that. So as you can see, I have my, oh, did it cut that? I don't think so. I have my loop intact on that side, and I have my loop intact on this side already, but this is too long. This one's a little bit longer on this side, so I'm gonna have to cut right here and get this one off so my loop is intact on both sides. And it's the same length. So let me do that. And you just have to cut gently on these. They're a little fiddly, but it's okay. They're really, really cute chains. There we go. And other side here. There we go. Now, I should be able to get that one off. That side's not wanting to be easy for me. There we go. Okay, so now I'm even. My chains are even, pretty much. Are they? No. I need to cut one more off. I do. What did I do? Just take one? I thought I took 2. I did take 2. Apparently I needed to take 3. All right, so let me do this one too. And it's my dull cutters. I'm hard on cutters, I guess. They're always dull. I can never keep them sharp. And I don't cut memory wire with them or anything that I shouldn't cut with them. But I think I just do so much jewelry making that they get that way. Okay, so now we're even. We have 2 of the loops like this. So I'm going to take my paper clip chain. I am going to take a jump ring. using, actually, I'd probably rather get a smaller jump ring than that. Here we go. These are 6mm. I think I'll use them instead of the 8. If this will go through that, I don't know. It may not go through that hole right there. We'll see. It may be too thick. Yeah, it is. I'm going to use the 4s then. I just don't want those big 8s on there. They're too big for that. Let's use the 4s. And I'm just going to hook the paperclip chain on one end here. So let's get that on there. Hook our paperclip chain on. And then what you can do is hold it up on yourself and decide how long you want this paperclip chain to be. Okay, so I'm going to hold it up on myself and get right where I want it to hang, which is not super long. I don't like things super long anymore. I used to, not so much anymore. Okay, and I'm going to cut the paperclip chain right here. So I will show you here in a second. My poor doll cutters. Come on, baby, you can do it. This is what you were created for. There we go. Okay, and so this length of paperclip chain, I'm just going to cut the other one the same length, and I dropped it on the floor. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm just going to hook this one on. So you just have to measure it to your own taste. I'm just going to hook this one on here. Oh, come on, I just got the, there we go. I didn't think he was going to go. Just like that. Okay, and then if I stretch this out, I can even up my paperclip chains and see exactly where I need to cut, which is right here. Okay. And now all I need to do is add my toggle. So I've got my toggle clasp here and 2 jump rings. And I could use the smaller jump rings actually on this toggle probably. Actually, I'll use the 6mm on this one. They were too thick for that little bit, but I'm going to try them on that, though they should be fine on there. Okay, so we're just going to attach our toggle with our jump rings. And we have a super cute necklace to go with our earrings and our bracelet. I love this set. The Magical Mystery Bead Box this month was absolutely adorable. I love the Southwest theme. Just love it. It's so cute. All right. So there we have it. Just put your little bar through your ring. And hopefully this bar will stay through this ring. Some toggles are a little tricky, but this is really a cute necklace. So here we have our necklace. And you could glue that if you didn't want that flopping around, you know, you can glue it, but I kind of like the movement that it gives when it's, I mean, it's going to hang straight on the piece of leather, but I kind of like the movement of it. I don't want to glue it down. So here is the entire set. And so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check out the Magical Mystery Bead Box from Jessie James Beads. And I will link these other 2 in the description box below this one, and you can make the whole set if you want. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.